Hey everybody, you're very welcome back to In Forest of Lands. I'm Joe Price and shooting from the hip is Ida Olsen. And in this video I thought I would add to the conversation. I want to give a shout out to my great friend Liam Lynch over at Primal Nomad on YouTube and also a co-host of the WODESMAN podcast. I was recently on the WODESMAN podcast talking about bushcraft, what it means to me, my mental health issues, how the woods have helped me overcome them, and there will be a link to that below. But Liam recently posted a video talking about budget bushcraft equipment, something that I feel very passionate about. I think the woods belongs to everybody. I don't believe in gatekeeping it, and I think whatever way you can get outside to experience nature in whatever way you can is always a good step forward. So I thought I'd add to Liam's budget conversation, because I started off from a very budget standpoint to get to where I am now, and share one of the things that helped me the most. I think when you're outside, things like field journals are an absolute gift. Besides documenting the things you see outside, because we are all forgetful, I tend to use my journals as a shopping list, as a way to kind of figure out a better way to spend my money on equipment that is better suited to the road that I'm on. When we all start out off in the woods, we initially want to get out and feel the sense of adventure, but we all want to just take that first step. But then as you go out, your journey will meander and evolve into whatever it is that you decide to do in the woods. And personally, even now, 9-10 years on, even longer than myself, it's a journey that's still forever changing. So I tend to bring a journal out into the woods. You can bring a nice little pocket journal like this. I got this one from Wildway. It's what they give to the students on the course. But even if it is just something as simple as a site notes or a field notes book that you want to carry out with you, all the way up to these big admin cases, which I absolutely adore. But I find a journal and a bit of admin in the woods is as vital to me as carrying my knife. This one here is by Sneagle. There's videos on these on the channel below, and you can check them out. But whether it's a small little pocket book or just a little notebook that you take outside or a big admin journal, my point is the same. So when you go out into the woods, and this is what I would like to add to Liam's video to kind of almost be the prequel, the starting journey of your budget bushcraft kit, is 1, sit down and figure out what it is you want to do outside. 2, find people that are in the environment that you're in. No use taking advice on camping equipment from someone who lives in Texas, and it's also maybe no point in taking camping equipment from someone who's under 2 meters of snow if you happen to live in Dorset. So that's the second point. And then the third point is take out your journal. When I take my journal out into the woods, I split it into a very easy table. I don't write sonnets when I'm in the forest. I'm usually taking notes on equipment and building up field reports. I take a list, and in that list is all the equipment that I've carried into the woods. I want a 3-strike system. So did I use it? Will I use it? And then something that I wish that I had. Because if there's anything that we do when we go to the woods, we are always like, oh, I wish I had brought that spatula. I should have brought an extra lighter. I should have brought extra cordage. So keeping a track of this in your field journal is a great way to go. So say, for example, I bring out my gloves. My gloves go in my kit. They make it onto the list. I go out. Did I use it on the trip? Yes, I did. A little check. So on and so forth. If I've used it on 3 trips or more, you can have your own standard. To me, it's 3. If I use it on 3 trips or more, well, then I know gloves are a very important part of my kit and on my journey. So when it comes time to getting some extra money or working a bit of overtime on my shift, maybe I'll consider upgrading my gloves. But then maybe I come out and I bring my gloves. I don't use them on this trip. I don't use them on the next trip. I didn't use them on the 3rd trip. Well, then maybe your gloves is not something that's a priority to you and what you should do in the forest. So it's just a very simple way to kind of narrow down your kit. And we all work very hard for our money, unless you're Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, and then you're happy to leech off everybody else. But most of us common folk tend to just work 8-12-hour shifts overtime, have families. When you earn your money to buy your accoutrements, something we take very seriously on this channel and don't give out advice on kit willy-nilly. We all understand what it's like to work hard for it. It'll help you spend it a bit better. And naturally, you're going to enjoy your time more out in the woods if your kit is now being built to do what you wanted to do when you're out there. You're not having to hurt your back or carry extra accoutrements. Go check out Liam's video on his channel where he talks through some fantastic budget items should you bring out your journal and then suddenly choose to buy or upgrade. Or if you're looking to start out, there is always a basis. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to buy specific kit to go out and enjoy nature. You need a good set of boots, a good set of socks, and a can-do attitude for when you get outside. That's all it is to start with. After that then, the principles are all the same. Fire, shelter, water, etc., and they are just built on. But you are building it on for your journey and nobody else's. So that's it, a very quick video just to give a friend a shout out and maybe a place to start with should you be struggling with executive decision making like I do and wondering what kit to buy, because there is just as much cheap kit as there is expensive kit. The kit market is massive regardless of what price range you're in. So this is just my way of adding to the conversation and helping you guys figure out a better way to spend your money and get the kit that you need. So until the next video, from me and the beautiful Ida behind the camera, peace.